Well, hi everybody. I'm going to be budging Jack. So, yes, I am. No, I'm not. Jack is lazy. It's the only way I can describe him at the moment. A lazy fellow. But what I'm going to try and do is show you how I get Jack out. I always show you after I've got them out, and I don't show you actually me getting them out. Jack may not want to come out today, and he might be a little bit like, no, you're not touching me, and want to go off. Then again, he might just be easy breezy and go, no, come on out, seeing as you're getting me out. I don't know which one it's going to be, but I'll turn you around and I'll try and make it so that you can possibly see him. And it's pretty hard because he's right down in this section, but I'm pretty sure if anything you might be able to see him, yeah, there, and hopefully you will be able to see me getting him. He'll be aware as soon as I open this door, possibly. He'll move, which he has. Not a lot, but he has. I'm waiting. I don't even know where he is. I can see his little head. I don't know if you can, but I'll be able to zoom it in so that you will be able to see him when I do the editing. No, he's not due for a feed, I don't believe quite yet. I'll have to check my little book. Always checking my little books, guys, because my memory is, of course, not really brilliant anymore for just off the top of my head. Jack has been pretty much up the top in his hammock most of the time, and he decided to come on down, which is good in a way because it's much more difficult for me to get him out from up there than it is to get him out from down here. So I'm trying not to knock that camera, but I will get him, of course, moving. Hopefully, I can't even see his head here, but I pretty much have a lot of trust in Jack to know that he isn't going to actually try and bite me because I'm getting him out. He's not made of that stuff. The only time that I have to be a little bit more cautious with my boy, of course, is you know, that 24-hour sort of time frame after he's eaten. That's when I take a little bit more caution with Jack, just to let him know that no, I'm not putting another rat in there for you to eat, but I'm actually wanting you to come out. But I wouldn't really get Jack out within 24 hours of him filling his belly. He's trying to make his way, of course, to he will want to go to the hangout spot, I guarantee you, but I'm going to actually hold him today. Can I have this bit? He hasn't kind of let go with this bit yet. He's still hanging on. You can give me your tail, buddy. Okay, slowly loosen it. Just loosen it up, bud. Oh, sorry, I don't even know where I'm actually pointing it, but I can get his tail. And then it's pretty easy then to... I've got no idea where this camera is, guys. I apologise if it's all wonky. And it probably is. Right, that face. Probably not the best looking face. And I want to set this up so I can hold Jack and chat with you a little bit about Jack. Probably about feeding. So it won't just relate to him. It'll relate a little bit to all of my guys in a way. But I will get myself sorted here and keep him supported, because he's gotten rather big, this dude, as well. So I'm just standing up, and then I will sit and set this camera up. Oh, you're grabbing the camera on me, dude. Well, that's not really going to work very well. I have a cat sitting right where I really want to put the camera as well. Okay. Can I have my camera? Dude. Maybe. He'll let go once I've got him down on my lap a bit. He will let go. I hope. Oh, goodness. No, he doesn't want to let go of my camera. I'm trying to scoot my cat a little bit to give myself some space, and of course Jack some space. Go. Whoa. Sorry guys, I know this is terrible camera work, but when you've got a snake holding your camera, a cat that isn't at all interested in moving out of the way as well, yeah, it's good fun. Anyway, I've got the camera. Thanks, Jack. Only took you a couple of minutes, buddy, to get down there. Let's set this up. Maybe now that we're already 7 minutes in, see, that's what you get when I try and get him out and move cats and hold cameras and shut doors and open doors. It takes too long. So I might be able to edit some of that out. Maybe. How you doing, dude? How you doing? You okay? Well, no, I was really comfy in bed, and you disturbed me. And as you can see, he's getting a rather big boy. Jack. He's thickened up quite a bit. Not so easy just to sit him with me these days, as it used to be with Jack, when he's still very cruisy, still very easygoing, that he has always been. And just like any carpet, he wants to go, take off, go to the hangout spot, which will be good for Jack. I really want him to get out and stretch out a little bit, though he does quite a bit of that in his enclosure. He's got a lot of space in there, and I'll find him pretty much spread from one hammock all the way down to his lower hammock, and seems quite happy laying all amongst the branches and chilling out and whatever. And I get a great view of Jack from here as well, so I get to see a lot of what he's doing in his enclosure. But talking about feeding, well, I will talk about Jack specifically, I guess. And I want you to understand that, you know, coastals can be big snakes. Absolutely can be big snakes. And are known to be one of the bigger of the Morelia. But I also want you to know there is a massive difference between having a big coastal and having a healthy big coastal, and there's a difference. I certainly do not want a fat coastal carpet python, and you know, people tend to want to have big snakes coastals get really big and they're huge and whatever, but they're to me average for big. I wouldn't call them massive, and the only way that you're going to end up with massive is if you feed them a lot. I feed Jack fortnightly, and he gets a large and he gets a medium, and our rats aren't very big, so, and it's hard for me to explain the sizes because I don't know what the size is of your medium rats and small rats and so on, but for me a large and a medium every couple of weeks for Jack is enough, and it's keeping him at a nice size, and I don't believe that I'm overfeeding him. Now, I've just bought him jumbos, and I can see that even with the jumbo, it's not as big as his girth, or it would only be fractionally smaller than his girth, and that's as big as we get here, or I can get. I can't get colossals, and maybe one day Jack will be needing 2 jumbos to fill him, but right now 1 jumbo, you can hear him huffing a little bit. You know, he's lugging around a great big body with a fair amount of weight here, and it's warm. Actually, more than anything, it's not warm, it is muggy, and the muggier it is, of course, the harder even for us humans it is to breathe the air. But Jack is going to go on to the jumbos, and I do not like people feeding their snakes anything that is larger than their girth or leaves a lump in their belly. There is absolutely... Oh, well, you could carry that bucket for me, you're strong enough, but don't go crawling through the bucket, dude. Okay, so how do you get a snake out of a bucket that you know that he's gone in, but how are you going to get him out? Well, wait for him to relax. That is one thing, because he is not going to fit all the way through there. So we just wait for him to relax a little bit. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You have to go back around. Back around and through. Back round through. No, no, no. I don't want you going that way. And you see they have backward scales, so it can actually grip on them. So now I will work it forward without him getting too overly bothered by it. Don't panic, guys. That is the main thing, is to not panic, but I didn't want him to go any more further forward in it, because then he would have panicked, because he would have got to a certain point and realised I'm stuck. Now, I don't have that bucket sitting there, but I actually moved it because of my grandson. And then we might talk about the fact of socialising and your snake having trust with you. So in scenarios like that, when they're going through something that you know they're going to have trouble getting all the way through, they're not going to worry that you're holding them a little bit tighter and preventing them from going all the way through there. So remain calm with them. Be firm in that scenario, because even though he may have, there's pencils and all sorts of things sticking in there, that would have made it difficult for him. So this is going down, and I should have checked that, because he was just using it as something to support him to go where he was going. So that was all. So yes, don't feed them anything that leaves a lump in their belly. It's too big, guys. You don't need to. And over the winter, Jack will probably slow down and possibly won't need a feed. Maybe he'll go to 3 weeks, or maybe he'll only need a large rat every couple of weeks instead of that one with the medium. But I'm trying him with jumbos now, so hopefully one jumbo will be ample enough for Jack, and he'll be okay on that. So I guess my whole point is, don't overfeed your snake and think that it's because you want a big snake. Let them grow to their own growth rate, not what you want them to grow as. You'll end up with this massive bodied snake with a little pinhead, and it looks really terrible, guys. And there's no need for us to do it. Honestly, there isn't. So, you know, winter, he's going to slow down. It's an inbuilt thing with them to know, to not be so hungry, even captive bred. So that's all I wanted to say today. Don't overfeed them. Be sensible. Don't have an unhealthy fat snake. They won't live very long, or as long as they could have in their lives. Or because you wanted this huge big snake that you could be raving about, not ranting about, but raving about. Oh, I've got a coastal and it's 15 foot long and it's, you know, got a girth the size of my thigh. That is not natural. Now, I'm not saying that that doesn't happen. It does. You will get ones that just are naturally big snakes. But rarely will you find a coastal that size. There are a few out in the wild that have been caught. I'm well aware of those ones. But it's just not the average. The average is pretty much Jack. And he's still going to grow. He's got a bit of growing to do. This is pretty average for a coastal. So don't try and cheat nature, because you're doing the wrong thing. You totally are doing the wrong thing. So if you go to buy a feeder or feeders and they haven't got the size that you want, and you look in and go, oh, I'll just grab a bigger one and they'll be all right. Don't. There's nothing wrong in grabbing 2 smaller feeders and giving them that, rather than throwing this big one, large one in and thinking, well, that's okay. Because don't do it. The bigger the rats are, the more fat the rat's having them. The smaller the rat, the less fat. And it's the fat that puts on the weight and the size of your snake, but it's not in a good way. It's the nutrition that's more important to them. So, from Jack, who very much wants to go up and have a bit of a crawl around, but he can't fit on my glasses or my head. He's too big. I'm going to say, take care of yourself, your family, and your snakes. Don't overfeed them, guys.
Ciao.